So we spend a lot of time talking about what it is to be a better man. And we talk about goals and we talk about getting specific about those goals. So today we're going to talk a little bit about one specific goal, which is actually trying to get ahead at your job, going for that promotion, and some things you should be conscious of in your day-to-day job that will help you move forward in your career. One of the first things that I can 100% recommend, which seems really easy but actually has a big impact, and we even see that around here where it has a good impact, is putting kind of a happiness vibe out there and being positive and being a positive person to work with. There is nothing less appealing than having that guy around the office who's always negative and has his head down and doesn't seem to be enjoying himself. If you're putting out an energy where people kind of want to talk to you, and this applies in life, not just at work, but if you're putting out an energy where people want to approach you and you're approachable, that is inevitably going to lead to more communication, and more communication at work with other departments or other people or other colleagues is inevitably going to put you, on people's radar a lot more. Another kind of small thing you can do, I think, in work, and it's maybe a little bit of a trick, I guess you could say, but as long as you're making use of the good time, showing up early and staying late. There is nothing more impressive to anybody that's watching at all. If you're a manager or your boss or even your fellow coworkers, if they see you at your desk when they come in and they see you at your desk when they leave, that sends a signal. They may not even be conscious of it, but they're just picking up on, that memory of that person always kind of digging in and hard at work. There's no better way to get ahead in a company than the old-fashioned trick of actually just working hard. But more than just working hard is taking on more work than maybe your normal capacity might handle. Challenging yourself to kind of do more than you may have time for in your day-to-day is a really good way to kind of see how much you can do. There's an old cliche about if you want something done, give it to someone who's very busy. And the reason that that's a cliche is because it's obviously very true. If someone is very busy, that means that they're really always trying to deliver, they're managing their deliverables, they're moving forwards, in general. And that can be you. If you just kind of really outline some tasks that might take you beyond your normal comfort zone of work, you're taking on more work, and that inevitably gets you noticed. Modesty has a place in all parts of our life. You don't want to walk around and be super egocentric and be overconfident and be cocky. Nobody likes that guy. But that being said, the flip side of being humble and really going unnoticed is also not good. There's a happy middle ground, and making sure that people around work are aware of your accomplishments by handling it strategically is a very good thing, and in fact a very important thing in larger companies. But make sure to back it up with some numbers. Don't float emails around the office and say, hey, I was involved in this, that, or the other thing. But by constantly reminding people of statistical progressions in whatever you're doing, and if you're not in a job where numbers can really speak to it, just making sure through advertising, through emails, of some specific accomplishments that you've been involved in, but making it seem like the whole company at least is involved in these steps forward, but having your name attached to it. You don't want to become known around the guy at the office that is constantly tuning his own horn, but you definitely want to make sure that people are taking note of some of the accomplishments that you've made. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think we all know this, and I'll reiterate it again. It's very important, whatever your job is, to make sure you have goals that go beyond the initial day-to-day tasks. That's going to help you enjoy your job more on top of things. But the driving point here is that if you want to get ahead, there are certain things you can be doing on a daily basis that are definitely going to facilitate that process. And that's what ultimately distinguishes the average person who goes to their job every day. It's that you have goals to go beyond where you're sitting. And that's what people who are employing or looking to promote, that's what they're looking for.